Okay, in this section, I just want you to start. We're going to get into it quickly here. So, really, the point is for you to take what we went through in the first section, where we reviewed our progress up until this point, and then what we took in the next session, where we sort of had a brainstorm about what's working well, where do we have momentum, and ultimately, we're just going to get to the point where we can start setting some goals. We're finally going to do it. We've been planning. We're halfway through this strategic planning and making plans capsule, really focused in on at the end of 2018, reviewing what's going on, making some plans for 2019, and putting some actions together to make all that happen. And now we're just going to do it. So in setting goals, this is feel free for this to still be loose and an evolution from what you've seen so far. But what do you want to see change? It's as simple as that. What would you like to see happen from where you are now to understanding what things are working well? Where do you have momentum? What do you want to focus in on? What do you want to see change as you do this again at the end of next year? What would you like to find? And you can think of this in terms of your business. So maybe saying, I'd love it if our revenue hit a certain number, or I'd love it if I was able to work 40 hours a week instead of 60, or I'd love to be able to work 20 hours a week instead of 12, whatever that is. Or maybe you want to leave your full-time job, or maybe you want to stop working with a certain type of client, or whatever that is. What do you want to see change? And so you can think of it in terms of your business, but you can also just think of it in terms of personally. Maybe you want to put more money into retirement. Maybe you want to, whatever that is, it's okay to write that down and that be your goal. Sometimes in large companies, when people put together goals or strategic plans, it's really just about numbers. There's not a lot of personal preference inside of that. And part of the really cool thing about having a tiny business is it can be selfish. Maybe you want to travel more. Maybe that's a goal. If you want to travel 4 times a year instead of once a year, then your business is going to need can help facilitate that. But figure out what's really important to you and what do you want to see change. So sometimes I just like to think of it like if you could wave a magic wand and your business would be in a fully different state, what would you want that to be? So if you wave a magic wand, what would you want to see change? We're not going to spend too much longer talking about this. Hop in there, hop into your notebook, hop into your Google Doc, and start making goals. Don't feel like you have to limit yourself to just 2 or 3. We can do that later. And don't feel like you need to have 100. You can just, what do you really care about? What's important to you? Write it down, get it out on paper, and from here, we are going to go forth and we'll start making our goals. We'll talk about what does it mean to make a SMART goal. We'll talk about how to get actions for each of those goals and get them into your calendar so that they happen and they're real and you can make real progress. So hop in there, hop in the comments if you want to have any questions or if you want to share maybe some of your goals with the rest of us. Peace.